All right, here we go, Coach Pop. Let's start out with Jeff McDonald from the Express News. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hello, Pop. Yeah, we got the word that Luka is out for the next couple games. Just wondering, was he even on the trip with you guys, or is this something that was sort of late breaking?
No, I just got the text, sometime this morning. So he's at home.
Okay, so he didn't fly up with you guys.
He did not fly out.
Okay. Are you going with the same lineup that you used, same starting five that you used the other night against OKC?
We probably won't start out big, but I'm not sure how we'll go.
Does it seem like that's going to be something that'll be kind of a mix and match for a little while there?
Yeah, we just want to take a look at different combinations and see how people play together. Probably give some people a few more minutes tonight, some of the young guys, and then in the next game, look a little bit more like we would be in Memphis.
Okay, appreciate it.
You bet.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Lauren Chan, Spurs.com. Go ahead, Lauren.
Hey, Coach Pop. This morning at the AT&T Center, the food bank gave out 300,000 pounds of food to families as their latest distribution. What has it been like talking to Eric Cooper and the folks at the food bank over the last 9 months?
Well, it's mind-boggling, I think, more than anything, because the need has never gone away, but it's never been so large as it is now. So, I've known Eric for a long time, and, the work he and his crew does is obviously amazing for our city and the whole area around us. But the need that's been exacerbated by this COVID has really made it difficult and made everything a lot more complicated. But Eric Cooper and his staff rise to the occasion. It's very frustrating because you'd think that with all the work that gets done, it would lessen, it would go away, but it just gets more and more every year, COVID or not.
It's something that you've taken a great interest in over the last decade and more. What was it like when you saw, whether it was that photo of all the cars waiting in the lines, or just the need that grew and grew since March in this city?
Well, when you saw that, anybody, the pictures tell a lot. A lot of people didn't really understand the Vietnam War until they saw some things on TV. When they saw just horrific sights on TV of misery and killing and that sort of thing. And I think it's this way, until they saw all those cars lined up, I think a lot of Americans did not really understand how the economy had been devastated, how people didn't have food, how 1 in 4 children, go hungry, on and on and on. But that really brought it home. The sad part is that those feelings were never taken seriously enough by our Congress. And, frankly, they're all to blame that they can't get together. They're there because of us. They're there to serve all of us and to make everything better for all of us. But their own personal wants and needs and goals seem to be more important than what a huge part of our population is going through. It's really despicable.
What has the behind the scenes work been like for you personally with Spurs Give, and trying to, help wherever you can?
I didn't hear the first part of your question.
What has your work been like behind the scenes, with Spurs Give, trying to help in this time?
Well, I think everybody, the organization obviously has been out front for many years trying to make the community better. But on an individual basis, staff members, players, coaches, everyone has their individual passions that they try to be involved in and take care of, be a part of, and try to make things better, for the city. So I think that that's probably, for many of us, more meaningful and satisfying than basketball, without a doubt.
Thanks, Lauren. Let's go to Bruno from Pounding the Rock. Bruno, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Aware that you're not expecting, you're not going to be having Keldon or Derek the next few games. Is there an expectation yet for when you're expecting either one to be back?
You know, if you'll excuse me a minute, hey, Tommy, I can't hear you guys very well. Uncle Tommy will go.
Yeah, he always fixes it. You could turn up the volume, TJ, or we could just get Pop to move just a little bit closer to the screen. That might help too if you lean.
Go ahead. We'll figure it out. Go ahead.
Just speak loud.
Just speak up a little bit.
Speak loud.
Can you hear me okay?
Go ahead.
Speak up, Bruno. Speak up.
Okay. Coach, aware you're not expecting Keldon or Derek to be available the next few games. Is there a timeline yet for when you might see either of them returning?
No. I mean, it's going to be in the next couple of weeks, I think, for Keldon. I don't know when that is, but he's going 3-on-3 now. He has contact, and he's competing. So, you know, that's a great sign. Derek's further behind than that. He's not out on the floor competing or doing anything of that nature.
Thanks, Bruno. Let's go to Tom Orsborn from the Express News. Tom, go ahead.
Pop, with LA now in his 15th season, are you seeing him embrace more of a elder statesman type role?
Well, that's natural for every player. Every player that gets older, you know, adjusts their game, becomes a little wiser, becomes a little more coach-like, a little more leader-like, and so he's in that groove, in that time of his career, and doing a good job.
How would you describe his leadership style and how the younger guys respond to him?
He's just a really honest, straightforward guy. You know, his feelings are on his sleeve. There's no agenda. And I think more than anything, he's got a great sense of humor. He loves being in the gym. So if you love being in the gym with the guys and you've got a good sense of humor, it always establishes a good camaraderie in the group. And I think that's really his strength.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, Tom. Let's go to RJ Marquez from KSAT 12. RJ, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Coach. Just wanted to get your thoughts on, when the league gets to a point where there's a vaccine for COVID-19 available to players, staff. How do you think the league is going to navigate through those challenges? And, just your general thoughts on you guys being the first really professional league to sort of deal with players, staff, and coaches possibly getting the vaccine in season.
I put my full faith in Adam Silver and his group. They're progressive, they're wise, they care, they do the absolute best job they can to take care of the league and to, at the same time, understand that the players come first. So I have full confidence that as we speak, they're mulling over, every situation that might come up and trying to gird themselves for things that they don't even or can't even anticipate at this point. So I just trust them fully.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, RJ. We got time for one more. Let's go to Tom Petrini. It's 5. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned that we'll probably see the young guys play a little bit more tonight, specifically with Lonnie and Devin Vassell and DeJounte. What's it going to be like for them to get some more experience against guys like Harden and John Wall?
Well, they'll get an education for sure. James is like the trickiest dude in the league. He knows how to use the rules, and when you add that to his amazing talent, he's one of the tougher guys to guard. So I think it's important for them to get a touch of that as much as they can before the real season starts.
Thank you, Coach. We appreciate you. We'll see you after the game.
Okay, my pleasure. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for jumping on.